y'all doing? I'm just trying to make it easy on Cheryl with the camera over there. I see plenty of alumni in the house, and I love that. I love seeing your faces back here. Thank you for coming, being supportive. I see family members, because I don't know you, so you've got to be family. Otherwise, I would know you. So that's very supportive, too. So thank you for coming to support your child, right, or your sister, brother, etc. Cool. So I know that I don't have to explain to most of this room anything about these games, because you've been seeing them every month. Right? But for our guests, I will briefly introduce the game so that you kind of understand what's going on. But I don't want to steal any thunder, right? Because you're going to see the games themselves, and they're far more impressive than anything that I would say about them. But welcome to FIEA. If you haven't gotten a tour, if you're a guest here, then by all means come see me or Cheryl or Rich or Stephanie or any of the people here with FIEA shirts or who look like they work here. Rick is a very important person who works here. He is in charge of all of the Capstone projects. He runs the class for that. So even though he doesn't want me to do this, I'm going to make you clap for him now. Yes. Another great person to get a tour from would be Ben Knoll, our executive director back in the back. He's very humble and unassuming in the back row there, right? But he's on his own. Are you? Yes, he's keeping his eye on me. Yes. So he's a good person to get a tour from as well because he runs this place, right? So with those introductions out of the way, I get to introduce to you Spunky Studios. I want to make sure I pronounce their game correctly. Starboard.
Yeah. Woo!
You can guess what it's about. And so without any further ado, Alex Daspit.
Hey. So we're going to start this off with a video, guys.
You think you have what it takes to face the great Captain Jean Basque? You'll need nerves of steel to face his treacherous crew. Or maybe not. He knows you hunt the same treasure and will do anything to get his hands on it. Do you have what it takes to be a pirate?
Yeah. Welcome one and all. Ahoy. My name is Alex Daspit. I am the proud captain and project lead of Spunky Studios. Give it a hand for these guys. This is my team. Yeah! I couldn't have done anything without these guys. And we are super proud to present Starboard. It's been a long and grueling process to get this thing across the finish line, but we are very excited to show it off. So before we do that, though, I want to talk a little bit about how the process is done. When we went into this, we had a few goals in mind. One of those goals is to create portfolio pieces for all of our team members to make sure that they had stuff to put on their portfolio for jobs and for portfolio pieces. Our next goal was to promote a healthy and fun work environment. So we wanted to make sure that there was minimal crunch, everybody was very respectful towards one another. And finally, we want to make a fun and engaging game because you can't make fun without having it. So yeah, let's talk about art. So in early November, we started the process with like silhouettes, evolving into concept art, which became color passes and then sculpts and stuff like that for every art that you will see in the game itself proper. Moving on to animation, we spent a lot, and I mean a lot, of time in the mocap studio here at Studio 500. And we learned the ins and outs of this process very, very much so that all of our characters in-game will have their own mocap animations aside from facial animations. So moving on to level design and environment stuff, we began the process really early on with like asset packs and trying to get a feel for how the levels would feel themselves, the environment would feel. And then we moved on from there to start with our blockouts. And we spent a long time in blockout phase to make sure that we were getting the game feel right. And then from there, we moved on to our first set dressing pass to make sure to follow the blockouts very closely to get the same gameplay that we were expecting from those blockouts. Moving on from there, we finalized our set dressing and then moved into our clutter pass and really had like a lot of time iterating on that until you see the final product today in game. Please, can you hit the next arrow? Thank you. Okay, so finally our mechanics. So we started with a lot of concepts for our mechanics. We designed all of our mechanics from the get-go, making sure that we knew what we wanted to put in this game. We then did a first pass on these mechanics to make sure that our level designers had them for the blockout phase so they could create the gameplay that we wanted. And we just iterated on those mechanics until they were bug-free and felt really fun to play. One more time. Oh, there it goes. All right, so before we get in the demo, I have a few words I want to say. I am super honored and proud to be a part of this capstone and see all of these wonderful, talented people just blossom and make some great, great games. But without further ado, I give you Starboard.
We've done it now, boys! We'll never have to swab that poop deck again!
You said it. What we got back on board will set us up for life.
Shut your gobs, you morons! The captain will skin us if they finds we've been blabbering about it.
Come on, we just got one more jump to get home.
There's sure to be something good in the captain's quarters. Oh, let's see what we've got here. What in the great galaxy? Huh?
Finally, I've commandeered a new vessel.
Who said that?
Don't worry about that. Now quick, hide.
It took me years to track this thing down. Where is she? Boys, there's a pilfering rat aboard. Running's useless, kid. I'll rip your heart out!
Is that the captain's trophy? The thief's over here! What are you gonna do now, kid?
I've got to find a ship. I'll take a dinghy if I have to.
Oh look, you can swing from that.
I don't need to hear a word out of you. You're the one that's gotten me in this mess.
You're being silly. I can help you easily traverse this place. Just use.
I said enough.
You're gonna fall.
No, I won't. Help! Thanks.
Anytime. Now, take us up there to get a better look. Thresher, watch out. They're vicious little buggers.
Oh, I can handle one just fine.
No!
I'll hook us into their comms.
You better get your asses moving. I want you to find the pathetic little rock bastard.
Hello, Basque. Miss me yet?
You think you're clever hopping on that rat like a tick? You'll only get the boy killed once I track the whole lot of you down.
I have a name.
Not one worth remembering, kid.
Where the bloody hell am I?
Oh, we're just off Hawkins Nebula.
Oh, shit.
Sweet home.
You know this place?
No. I used to own this place, kid.
My name is Killian Kane.
Captain Marina Reed. At your service.
Yeah, sure you are.
I'm not slashing!
Believe what you want, kid. But I know my way around this rock. And I know where these scallywags keep their stash.
Is that why they want you back so bad?
Yes. I'm the key to the vault they're trying to get into. That's what this whole town was built around. Get me past that gate, and I'll unlock it for you.
And why exactly would I do that, eh?
Treasure, boy. Treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Treasure enough to ward off an empty belly for the rest of your days.
Well, alright then.
Yeah!
Let's deal with that gate. Maybe we can find a way around.
I have an idea.
breaking through. Cut him off, boys, or it'll be your name written in blood.
Is that my ship?
That beat up lump?
You bite your tongue. Bring us closer. Bring us closer!
Yeah.
Put the kid in the ground.
Yeah.
Damn it! Cut him off before he gets to the vault!
The drunken. Oh.
What have those savages done to my beautiful ship?
Turned into a box. All I know is it's certainly never flying again.
Never say never, kid. me straight ahead. That gem will react with the gauntlet. Hook it. Everything looks the same as ever. We'll have to charge up this elevator to reach the vault door. So let's look for the batteries connected to it.
I've been meaning to ask, what happened last time you were here? How did you end up like this?
Something of love, you mean? It started when we heard tale of the vault. The treasure of an entire civilization locked away and preserved with their ancient technology. We searched the stars and eventually found it. Built this city to squat on the vault door till we could find the key to open it. Bass and I.
You and John Bask were on the same crew?
I, Bask the Bloodless. He used to be my first mate.
How did things go wrong?
The bastard got greedy. It took us years, but eventually we found the gauntlet. I had it in my hands when he shot me in the back. Got some kicks in of my own, though. Blew all the crystals I had on me sky high. The blast set me in the gauntlet, flying off into space.
Wait, you mean the same gems I've been swinging from?
Oh yes, they're highly explosive. You be careful.
How did you go from ash to being wrapped around my wrist?
But I tell you, lad, there's so much of this technology we don't yet understand. All I know is that after I died, I woke up again, floating through the vacuum of space. A fisherman found me, and then I spent years trading hands from one low life to another. Till Bask's goons found me again and stuck me in that chest. Then a little urchin decided it was a good idea to rob the biggest, baddest pirate in the galaxy.
Yeah. Well...
Thank you for opening the path for me, rat. But now, I don't need either of you.
never have the treasure.
If I can't have it, no one can!
So I'm gonna let the credits roll real quick. We do have a moment of silence at the end of it, just as a heads up. But I'll let the credits roll, and then I'll do my final outro. So, thank you guys so much for coming. I would like to, at this point, call up each of my team members, and when you hear your name, please do come up, and just recognize them for all of the wonderful work they have done. Okay? So I'm gonna start with my Director of Development, Mr. Renzo Calorota. Also narrative lead. I'm going to call up my art lead next, Jacob Brady. This one I'm not really going to call up, but my shout out, my driver and my design lead, Christopher Santos. And then I would like to call up my programming lead, Mr. Alex Issa. Now, artists, 3D character artist, Shaylee Caldwell. Soul animator and workhorse, Victoria Gillis. 3D hard surface artist, Haley Kropman. 3D character artist, Tristan Spear. Technical artist, Daiyu Wei. 3D hard surface artist, Dylan Yan. 2D concept artist, Ab Law. 3D environment artist, Nicholas Gowan, and member of Cohort 21. Yeah! On to my designers, technical designer, Jack Levy. Level designer, Ian Montilla Cruz. Level designer, Daniel Velasco. Technical designer, Darren Walsh. Level designer, Drew Yudov. Yeah! All right, my programmers, Mr. Kyle Barrows. Programmer, Peter Lynn. And programmer, Mark Sedrak. Thank you guys for making such an amazing game. And with that, thank you so much for coming for Starboard. Good job, guys.
Overgrown Studios. I think you're going to enjoy the beauty of this game. There's a lot of beautiful artistry in this as we go along. This was led by Yegi Chatini. So please welcome Yegi Chatini and Caesura.
Thank you, thank you. Like Ron said, I'm Yegi Chatini. I'm the project lead for Overgrown Studios, and it's my pleasure to present you with Caesura for our final presentation. We've been hard at work this whole time, of course, working on this game. As a quick recap for those of you tuning in for the first time, we're a third-person fantasy action-adventure game. Our core pillars through this whole process were really to keep in this vibe of nature and healing and musicianship, both being a performer and the overall aesthetic of the world. And then as far as mechanics, what you'll be seeing on screen itself, you'll notice our main character, Lyra, there's this central UI and this green aura around her. As you're performing accurately and keeping this indicator inside of the bounds of the swaying blue lines, the aura will increase, and that will increase Lyra's healing capability to cleanse the world of the corruption from the environment and the creatures around her. You'll notice sometimes the aura changing colors, and that'll be based on the abilities that are unlocked throughout the levels that are all thematic and have their own usage in the levels and interactions with the environment themselves. So I will take you into the game after the short introduction.
Soul isn't like the human world. It's a place of music and magic, a place of peace. The Keel use their music to shape nature and live alongside it. Their queen created Uthna so the human children could play along. But to be a human in soul is to be an imperfect creature in a near-perfect world. It's easy to feel isolated, unless you find a way to make soul your own. These caves have been underneath Dairai's tree for 1,000 years. I never knew. What was that? There! That must be Uthna. It actually exists.
Lyra sees it. Years ago, Soul nearly fell to corruption. With Uthna's power, we could seal it, but we could not destroy it. Lyra, it must be you. Find the strains of Soul. Save our family. Save our home. Once and for all.
Save Soul? No, this can't be happening. For now, I just need to find a way out of this belong cave. If I found Uthna. Instead... This must be the corruption that voice mentioned. I have to do something. That scream. Sounds like it's in pain, but I have to keep going. The corruption, it's everywhere. I could help a few animals, but all of Soul. Floodgates control the undergrowth's water level. Maybe I can use them to get to higher areas. That mushroom. It feels like Uthna's resonating with it.
We mushrooms are connected by roots older than even Diary's tree. We use these roots to speak with each other, share our history. We have plenty to teach if you listen carefully.
Maybe you can tell me more about Uthna and the strains of soul.
Undergrowth nourishes Diary's tree. The water is absorbed by its roots. These light plants the keel grow along the banks. Diary's tree nourishes all of soul in return. At the end of their life, creatures journey to the undergrowth, where we mushrooms return them to the tree and store their knowledge.
Ends in the undergrowth. There's something comforting about that. If I can just get over to that other branch, I can put a stop to this. I have to. I need to be careful of their magic. Music is magic, connecting all things. 1,000 years ago, the legendary instrument Uthna, whittled from Diary's branches, could manifest its player's emotions as potent magic. If I can just get over to that other branch, I can put a stop to this. I have to. If I can just move that windmill, that should raise the windbreakers. This is just ordinary amber. It still contains a memory, but not what I'm looking for.
Soul and the human world are closely intertwined. When the Keel find human children abandoned in the forest, we bring them to Soul and raise them as our own. There's never been more than one human child in Soul at a time, or else the humans may begin to notice.
The Keel found me as a baby. I don't know what would have happened to me if they hadn't.
Dairei wasn't always the great tree, but once walked among the Keel as our queen. She taught us the magic of music and how to nurture the world around us. When Soul was threatened by corruption, she used Uthna's power to turn herself into a tree, sealing the corruption away and saving us all. Our way of life changed after that, as we built our home in her boughs and dedicated our lives to maintaining the natural order of Soul in her place.
I wish I could have met Dairei, especially now. She would have known how to stop the corruption. This is where the Keel do their trading. It was always so lively. Not anymore. Finally, this must be it.
I just can't get these feelings out of my head. They're so loud, deafening. I wish everything would just stop.
Shh, rest, Caesura. It'll get better. I promise.
Caesura was crying. Almost
What
there.
happened to
her? I can use the wind to glide across. I have all the strains. Now to reseal the corruption. They aren't working. Why? I can't keep going much longer. There has to be a way. No, not yet. I can't get scared now. I have Uthna and the strains. I can do this.
This is it. The mountains. I just hope I can find answers here. That amber crystal is different from the others. It feels warm somehow. Incredible. I can enter the temple now. Do you really think coming here will help me?
I do. Use the piece of the mountains to master the strains, and you'll balance yourself too.
Ice is blocking the way forward. Maybe I can use the amber to melt it. It isn't working! Tyrate, what's happening to me?
Uthna manifest emotions. This must be its realization of your fear. But I have never seen anything like this before.
Even abandoned. It's beautiful. You have to stay away.
Incredible.
I'm becoming a monster.
Caesura! I won't leave you!
Caesura was becoming a monster. The corruption, it came from her fear. She's the creature I unleashed. The corruption spread even here. so quiet. This must be what I'm looking for. If I can just get over to
Caesura,
that other
I
branch,
failed
I can
you.
put a stop to this.
You knew a
I
pain
have
I could
to.
never understand. And now I've lost you because of it.
Caesura! Dairei. I'm so sorry. Dairei wouldn't want you to be sorry. She just wanted you to be okay. She loved you. I loved her too. I just wish I could have said goodbye. I know you already saved me, and I have no right to ask anything of you, but would you play for me one last time? Thank you, Lyra. Thank you so much.
So before I invite my team down, they could use this time to just come to the sides before I call them by name. If you are wanting to actually play this for yourself, there are many times where I just had to take the main path for the sake of time, but there's a lot to see in this world. Our artists and level designers spent a lot of time actually making this game look beautiful, so they would appreciate you downloading the game for yourself and playing it, and we'll update as needed and so on. But first, before the whole thing comes down, I'd be remiss if I did not spotlight Michael Diaz himself, who was the backbone to this team. So thank you. And his whole team, so producers Blake, Matthew, Austin Mashad, Mamas, our amazing artists led by Amani. We had Faith, our 3D artist, Anupama, also environmental artist, Besta, character and environmental artist, Sunny, our character modeler, animator Paige, all the character animation, Bryce, our tech artist, and then our team of fire putter outers, Austin Smith, programming lead, the man behind all the AI, Ben Cohen, our awesome game programmers and bug fixers, Nil and FJ Hagan, and the narrative designer and our DD, Sandy Ford. Thank you. So thank you guys, this has been amazing. I love this whole experience. It's kind of surreal that it's done now, so I'm getting all teary-eyed. So we're done, thank you.
be in there? Okay. Welcome back. We have our third of 4 games. So you're going to see a lot of puppetry in this next game. It's kind of spooky, so if you're not into that thing, we apologize. That's what we're going to do. No, we apologize for nothing. So this is Needlepoint Productions, Fantasmagorie. Let me introduce to you Riley Scott.
Yay! Hello, everybody. I am Riley Scott. I am the project lead for Needlepoint Productions, and this is our game Fantasmagorie. As you can see, I'm dressed as our main character, Viviette, our porcelain doll that I'll explain a little later, but first I will show our trailer. Yay. So, as you saw in the trailer, we will be releasing on Steam on August 5th, so make sure to tune in and wishlist and download that when that comes out. So, without further ado, I will go into explaining our game a bit. So, our story for our game is you play as a porcelain doll in a distorted puppet theater controlled by a puppet master who is grieving his daughter. So, throughout the game, we have a lot of storytelling that kind of helps reveal the truth of what is going on in this puppet theater. So for our game, we had a lot of certain goals in mind. So our first goal is immersion. We really wanted to immerse people in our world. That was very important to us. Of course, storytelling. We wanted a way to convey our story in a way that was less like we were telling them our story and more like we were showing them and having them experience the story while they were playing the game. And then, of course, our visual style is very important to us, so we wanted to establish a very strong and aesthetic visual style that helped with the immersion and the storytelling. So we have the themes of grief, loneliness, and delusion kind of reflected through this puppet master. And then an environmental tone that's eerie, unnerving, and surreal. So these are all of the goals that everything we've done has been towards. So our gameplay is using our needle and thread. So we'll explore this puppet theater and use our needle and thread to progress and evade terrifying foes. Our world is interactable, so our needle and thread can interact with anything that you think a needle and thread would interact with. And of course, we wanted a variety of enemies, but since our porcelain doll is, of course, porcelain, she's very fragile, we did not want to have, combat. So instead, we made a variety of different ways to evade these different puppets. So next, I'm just going to go into some of our characters so we can see them a bit more up close. So these are the concepts for Viviette, and then our final concept art for her, and finally, our model. So we've gone through a few iterations for her, kind of going through different ideas for how we could portray a porcelain doll, but I think the final one conveys exactly what we wanted it to. Next, we have our puppet master. So he is outside of this world, and you don't see more of him than just his hands, but since he has full control over the world, his hands are kind of representing that form of control. Next, we have the seamstress. This is a spider-like enemy who is, I heard that. She is a mannequin with a dress that's half made, who's been distorted by the world. We like to call her Spammy. Next, we have Jean-Pierre. He is one of the main performers in the Puppet Master's previous shows. And this is his model. He is a jester turned a little creepy based off of the distortion of the environment. And lastly, we have Eve, who is very similar in resemblance to the daughter of the Puppet Master. She's also a porcelain doll. And of course, our puppet theater was very important to us to establish a lot of different visual tones. So these were some of our early concepts of our 3 different zones, our workshop, our backstage, and our stage. We wanted to kind of portray a different part of the story through each of these zones, where all of them kind of portray the story as well as the mood of the tone at the same time. So we have actually gotten very close to these concepts, as you will see in our demo. So I will let it speak for itself.
Do you truly believe our show will be anything short of spectacular? The children will adore your costumes, I promise you. It's simple enough to make the puppets move. That's not what makes them special. You see, when children watch our shows, they believe what they're seeing is real. To them, the puppets are alive.
friendship. You might just have to beat her again.
So fast.
You can do it. Speed run, speed run.
He moves without strings and jokes without a voice. It's the one you know and love, is the pinnacle of puppet performance. Jean-Pierre!
You'll feel better in no time, so long as you rest. The performances can wait. That's it. Just close your eyes and rest. It'll be over soon, mon chéri. I can't do this without you. You'll be okay. It'll be okay. I can save you. You'll see. The children will love you more than any of our puppets.
La 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 la. Ba da da da.
Stay away from my daughter!
That's it. Just close your eyes and rest. It'll be over soon, mon chéri. I can't do this without you. You'll be okay. It'll be okay. I can save you. You'll see. The children will love you more than any of our puppets.
Da da dee 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 dee. La 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 la. Ba da 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 dee 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 dee.
Stay away from my daughter!
Lies! Lies! It isn't real! She's right here! Can't you see? Eve, your father's here. Don't worry. It's okay. I'll put you back together. I've lost you again. Viviette, you never left her side, did you?
Well, that was our game, with dying included. That's part of the experience, right? So up next, I just wanted to have anyone who would like to come from the team line up on the side like Overgrown did. That seemed to work. And then I will just introduce everyone from our team that helped contribute to make this amazing game. All right. So first, sitting here, come up, come up, come up. We have Jeffrey Zhang, yay! He is he's our programming lead, and he also composed and made all of the boss soundtracks in this game, all of them. Yay! Up next, Margaret Nielsen, yay! He is level designer, yippee. Brandon Wolf, woo! He did all of our in-game cameras and cinematics, yay! Next up, we have Megan Stoughton, yay! Okay. She is an environment artist and 3D modeler, yay! Next, we have Justin Diaz, yay! Another environmental artist and 3D modeler. Up next, we have Jessica Blask, yay! She is a 3D modeler, and she made the John Pierre and Viviette models, and the Boxman hands. Yay! Puppet Master hands. Up next, we have our art lead, Noah Baggs. Yay! Yay! Up next, we have Willow Rachels. Yay! She is a 2D concept artist, a 3D artist, and modeler, and she made the seamstress as well as Eve the daughter. Yay. Yeah, and the CD art. Up next, we have Jordan Diaz. Yay. He is a programmer, gameplay programmer, who made most of what you saw at the end happen in the last couple of days. Up next, we have Marissa Manley. Another amazing gameplay programmer who also contributed to making everything happen. And then next we have Karan Prasad, yay! Yeah, another programmer. He also helped us with VFX a lot and a lot of our gameplay events. Up next, we have Kelu Rushing, yay! Another 2D artist who made the poster as well as a lot of animations, all of them. All of them, a lot of. There's so many of them, and our locomotion system needs a lot, so thank you for making all of our animations. Up next, we have Ryan Ehrlich, yay! And he is our design lead. Yes, our lead designer. So this is our whole team. So before we do our bow, like traditional theater, I just wanted to thank all of you for making our game possible. Yeah, this is like my dream game that we made, and I wouldn't have been able to do it, on my own. But you guys were amazing, and you have contributed so much, And I just want to thank all of you for working so hard towards it and making it like fantastic. Fantasmagorie, yeah. So thank all of you so much. Thank you. And now we should do a theater bow. Everyone join hands, theater bow. Ready? Yay! And that's it. Thank you all for enjoying and watching. Yay.
Set? Hey, how do I switch this? Display center? All right, we have our final game. Before we commence with this presentation, I wanted to make you aware of two things. Your posters are across the hall in the little conference room over there. They're so gorgeous. Don't forget to get your poster. They're awesome. And we're going to continue the celebration after this by going over to Lake Eola at World of Beer at 4 o'clock. And so come on over there and enjoy some celebrating of these incredibly, enormously awesome Capstone games. I think you can see how awesome they are. I don't have to tell you that. Pardon? Beers on Ben! So definitely join us there afterwards because that'll be a lot of fun and you deserve to be able to kick back and pat yourselves on the back. Okay, so finally we have one last team. This team did a really impressive job focusing on some roguelike mechanics in their game. They were pretty practically polished the entire run of production, just always focusing on really high quality work, which I think you'll see evident in the work here for CHROMA. This is Aaron Sorrells.
All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the last status update for Cohort 20. For those of you who don't know me, and those of you at home, my name is Aaron Sorrells, and I'm the project lead for Dragonfly Games. Dragonfly started as an idea about a year ago when all of us walked into FIEA. I think we know about Capstone coming into FIEA, this big project, but we don't really understand it until we come here and the faculty are talking about previous Capstone teams like they're legends. Teams that went above and beyond, that are remembered for years, even decades, that executed and broke the expectations for what it means to be a student game. And that idea stuck with me. It was stuck in my head and I couldn't get it out, and I wanted to build a team that would give it their all. A team that would leave it all on the field. And what I got was a team of the most hardworking and talented and best friends I could ask for. And we built CHROMA. CHROMA is a roguelike arena shooter with an emphasis on visceral game feel and infinite replayability. Take a look.
Come and set me free. Come and set me free. Give me what I need.
Idea, or that it would break the boundaries of game design. We built it because we wanted to play it. We wanted it to exist, and we knew we could make it good. And that idea of execution over innovation stuck with us throughout the entire process. We were decisive, exacting, ruthless, but we got there in one piece. And I'd like to show you the poster with all of our names on it, beautifully illustrated by the talented Eric Wiley. It features Nadia, a renegade operative, impatient with the rebellion that has become just as bureaucratic as the AI corporation that they're trying to take down. In the not-so-far future, in the city of Detroit, a corporation run by a supercomputer has taken over the city with a sprawling factory. Nadia wants to take it all upon herself in one night to go through that factory and take it all down, finally confronting that supercomputer at the end. She'll need some help along the way from her handy blaster and batteries. The battery system is what makes CHROMA unique. Nadia's blaster is powered by 6 batteries that are slotted into her backpack. Each color has a unique effect. For instance, red applies explosive. Explosive enemies blow up on death, dealing massive AoE damage. Orange applies static. Static enemies emit an electric field that deals damage over time to the robots in the area. Yellow applies hack. Hacked enemies target other enemies for a short duration of time. Green applies siphon. Siphon enemies give Nadia temporary health shields whenever they take damage. Blue applies knockback. Knockback enemies, when they collide with other enemies, are going to deal damage. And purple applies magnetized. Magnetized enemies pull enemies towards them, trapping them in a vortex. Unlike Nadia, who has her batteries in a rainbow configuration here, players can choose any combination of batteries that they can find and put them in any order. There's a lot of creative combinations. These are just a few of them that we find powerful or fun. But that's the beauty of CHROMA, is that you have to make the best of what you have, and it's different every time. Another thing that I'm really proud and happy that we got in the game was the Rebel Guide. We wanted this character to kind of lead the player and enlighten them on objectives and have a strong dynamic with Nadia. We wanted the character to be jaded, arrogant, and old. Very old. And I think we found the perfect fit.
Nice. Clear it, we'll have a beer.
Rick Hall is our Capstone game advisor. He's the Capstone teacher. He teaches project management and game design, and he's a mentor to a lot of us in this room, especially me. He means a lot to me, and I think the idea of putting him in the game started off as a joke, but it just kind of stuck. You know, I think the first time I asked him to do voiceover sessions, I almost got fired, but I think it's such a nice treat and reference to everybody who's been through FIEA, and to everybody else, he's just another old man. Another thing that I'm really proud of is that we got our game on Steam as of yesterday. It was a lot of work to get that in before the final presentation. We had 3 patches yesterday to fix bugs, and it's on there. Here's just some of the things you can look forward to. The game is free, so everybody after this can go download it, play it, and then try to get these 3 achievements for beating each difficulty. Have fun with that. But I guess without further ado, Kyle, why don't you show them how it's done?
Exactly where I'm needed most. I'm taking CHROMA Cell down. Now why don't you make yourself useful?
Fine, but I'm sending out applications for your replacement. Now gear up!
Red alert. Trespasser detected in Zone 7A. Target identified as high-risk rebel operative. Immediate interception required. Activate.
Let's do this! It's Tinker time.
Get to those terminals! We need to shut down their supplies! He'll get cocky. 2 more!
Last one.
Job's not done! Take out the rest!
Boom!
You're up! Big boss ain't gonna be easy.
Nadia St. Clair, age 24, birthplace Southfield, Michigan, occupation nuisance.
You've done your research.
And you've done your damage. Production has decreased to 82% since your incursion into this facility. You will be terminated.
Go ahead, call in your guard dogs. It won't be enough.
Understood. Activating Widow Protocol.
Oh, this'll be fun. Boom!
Now in training, 20%, 15%, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
0.
You actually did it, kid. All the bots are shutting down.
Just doing my job, Rick.
All right. Cue the music. Now get back here for mission debrief. We gotta go.
All right. Can you quit the game? You gotta focus it or something. All right, that's the Steam link to CHROMA. We can turn the lights on. I want to call everybody up. I want to thank my team so much before I do. But anyways, my lead designer, systems man, Excel wizard. Where's Max Wolf? All right, art lead and Prism father, Ted. All right, my programming lead couldn't be here today with COVID, but Nicholas Cancio is a fantastic engineer, and I want to thank him. All right, I'm going to start with all of my designers. So designers, come up, and we'll get you. All right. Gameplay designer, Kyle Hand. Technical designer, Lindsay Mazurowski. Technical UI designer, Yang Chen. Level designer, Mike Harris. All right, one of our level designers, Yu Hao Teo, is in China for an internship. I just want to thank him. All right, artists, get up here. Let's go. All right, character and facial artist, Amira Vora. Character and 2D artist, Eric Wiley. Prop artist, Kirsten Futch. Technical artist, Aniket Rajneesh. Visual effects artist, Livy Bonaventura. Animator, Gary Carrasco. Other animator, Nate Benetatos. All right, 2 programmers, let's go. Oh, and Adam's here. He told me he couldn't come. All right, gameplay programmer, John Bass. AI programmer, Chandra Srinivasan. Systems programmer, Adam Romanowski. And one more, technical audio designer, Yagi Shatini. All right, I just want to thank everybody one more time. Greatest team ever assembled. All right, we're done.
Yeah.